Oh, yes.
All right, next is Lazarus. Let's see how this goes. Okay, we get to start with Twisted Assistance and a Thorned Hollow and Steel Enhancers. Okay. Well, looks like we're playing around stings. I suppose one sting per turn is better than upgrading stings I don't have. I'm gonna take Cultivating. With Mark of Invasion, I think we take this and we just put a Thorned Hollow upstairs and he like spikes them all. There's an argument also for putting the Sentient somewhere around here so it can build up Revenge. I think I just do this, and now that's kind of dealt with. Let's see. I don't have an ability to damage my own Sentient here for any reason. Which might be kind of cool or helpful, but... maybe we just do this for now. So Cultivator Sentient is not going to be strong until I find a unit for him to cultivate meaningfully. That guy's gonna run into spikes and die, right? Oh no, he's gonna get cultivated first, so he doesn't die. Well, that is dandy. It's actually fine. This is a Quaths. I like that. I'm gonna check for a blue concoction so that I can get rid of this Miscreant. Then we just do, I think, this, and that's not gonna get redrawn. Rage there, sure. Multiple punchy assistants, ready to go. Check for blue infusion. Didn't find it. It's okay, let's do this, this. How do we fare against the boss right now? Probably short by a good bit, right? Yeah, a good bit. That's basically working out. I want to not take another Chime of Despair, please. Looks like this is determined by our number of boss interactions. At 26 health, we have 2 interactions. Our third interaction is at like 32. I mean, his rage stacks go down a little bit, so he hits for like 14, then 12, then 10. So the third hit requires us to have 36 health. We can get up to... this is 8. It's close. If I get a green potion, I think that gets there. Didn't happen. Actually, if we sap him, we get a little bit more time in. Okay, plan is to kill him on top floor with spikes. Let's see. He gets both the slays here. He takes only 14 damage. It's kind of expected. Alright, he's coming in at 10 and then less. Yeah, alright. Looks like we made it. I mean, 36 spikes, 38 attack damage, not too shabby. If she dies on attack. Love to see it. I haven't played with focused growth, so I kind of want to try it. I think I like a potion kit here. I definitely don't want a third Twisted Assistant. The question here is whether or not Overworked Assistant is good, and it often is, but I don't really want it eating up Cultivates. I think I like the potion kit. I think that's pretty easy to pick. I want to get a unit, obviously. The test subject alpha would be fine. Hydra Armed Horror is actually okay. I wouldn't hate a pincushion either. All of those are pretty tolerable units. Am I comfortable hitting double Merchant of Steel? Yeah, my spells aren't great right now. Plague Doctor. Plague Doctor's a great Cultivate unit. Let's do it. Let's play with a Large Stone Plague Doctor. I think this actually means that some of the Sentience Cultivates will hit itself for a while because the Plague Doctor's too healthy to get him. It's Cultivate target's lowest health. But that'll be a-okay. I'm really fine with it. Get rid of a Shield Steward and a Spear Steward. Lazarus is always so damn fun to play. They're just really interesting. Probably the most interesting new faction. It's unsurprising that they're the last unlock, because they are kind of freakishly complicated. Although, like, in terms of interactivity, the amount of stuff that Under Legion does, just the sheer quantity of mechanics and keywords flying around in Under Legion, is similarly pretty extreme. Put this on you. Gonna brew. Give me a blast. Blast infusions are pretty ideal because they still attack into my revenge before the blast triggers. I will play a Quaths to get deeper on this. Just give me like a regen 4. That is one of the weird things about Awoken Laz, is this is the only group where I'll ever possibly pick, what's it called? This is the only group where I'm ever liable to pick regen over spikes. Buff you, do this. Checking for blue, found it, sweet. That's working out. I think I just play the Vengeful Shards here, actually. That would have been probably a better Quath's turn. But really, our Plague Doctor's actually just scaled up enough that they're putting in the work. Wonder if I'll be lucky enough to get Crown of the Eternals again. They've gotten Crown of the Eternals like 3 times today, I think. We are getting a lot of stings. Hey, it's not that spikes are bad. I could have avoided the 1 damage. I'm just goofballing there. And then he explodes. Adding another sting doesn't really feel good. We like Arresto Detto. I'll take a Pseudoscience. I'm always happy to have like a one-off Pseudoscience, and I don't think it's even good. We could take a Smidge Stone to re-smidge our Plague Doctor, but I don't think it's very good to take. Okay, this is quirky. Because of course there's Animus of Will, there's Vine Mother, and we could go, like, just really ham on shooting spikes at people. The Vine Mother would have been so much better if I had the other sting-related effect here. That's a bit of a shame. The Animus of Will is, of course, an excellent Cultivate target. So it could kind of supplant our Plague Doctor for receiving Cultivates, and then we put the Plague Doctor on second floor, and he does fine. I think I'm going to go with that for now. We can actually large stone our Animus of Will. We're playing large boys today. Let's just do it. Let me re-roll this. I never see Regenerate. I guess Regenerate is tied to Underlegion or something. So I think the unique upgrade for Animus is the 10 health with spikes. Just get more damage on the Animus of Will. It's a very, very good baseline damage value. And we're moving on. I think that reroll was a bit unadvisable. I should have been more cognizant of my gold. So this is going to be the last word of the night because I'm definitely getting sloppy. Let me take probably a banished draft. Right? This could get us some really busted equipment. Spike of the Banished? Spike of the Banished is pretty good. Getting Valor on a Revenge unit always feels great. Got the knockback Archeon with our large stone units. I think this is not even a problem. It's really funny to large stone units that are normally like one tile or just like a little smaller. Sting, Potions, Stodetto. I do want to get the Twisted Assistant out. Putting the Twisted back on the Animus of Will is going to be huge. We do have 3 energy worth of plays in hand, so I'm just going to do this. Show me the green. It's the green, it's the green, it's the green you need. Give me regen 6, please. Thank you. Oh no, my giant... my giant Plague Doctor's at the front of the line. Whatever will I do? I think I largely just move on this. Like, whatever. Throw in a Restore. Put a Spear Steward behind these guys. I want to make sure they die. I could have fished for a blue concoction to try and pop one. That probably would have been a better play. Sting. Yep, Plague Doctor outs this. Enhanced. Pseudo. Once the Animus of Will can tank, all bets are off, right? Like, this guy's just gonna disrespect the rest of the fight. Archeon's sitting back like, hey, I really worked on this, and I don't appreciate what you're doing. Like, yeah, alright, cool, buddy. Let me throw a modicum of health on Sentient, but I don't think it matters. I think we've actually already won this fight. He's gonna fix my line for me. It's very nice of him. Throw these out to avoid the incant. Hey, we gotta reanimate. Final wave! Oh yeah, he's clowned. Ooh, okay. These are pretty cool choices. So, I don't have space for the Shard Channeler right now, but it is very, very good in concert with the Thorned Hollow. I haven't really gotten to run that combo yet. We played Cycle of Life last run. It was okay. Meh. Wildwood Tome, I also think is just okay. I mean, I can put it on like the Animus of Will and it's crazy, but it might get in the way of me revenge cultivating. I'm gonna take the Shard Channeler. I'm pretty intrigued by that. Okay, so this is a lot of things I already kind of have. So I've already got units that are doing enough damage. Like, the Plague Doctor's an unofficial sweep unit. So I'll take a Meat Hook. We can have the Meat Hook hang out top floor. I think I'm going to take Heaven's Light here so I can fit my Shard Channeler in the plan. I don't usually like to take anything other than energy first, but this feels like a run that is an exception to that. I don't need to do a whole lot of plays. I don't need to spam a lot of stuff. I just need to make up for picking 2 large stones. Let me see. Do I want to duplicate anything? Upgrade any spells? Pretty comfy, actually. I think I'm just going to take trinkets. That is definitely me playing a little lazy. Unstable explosions are funny. Random graft unit is okay, but it's not that great. An artificial pyre stone does help me compensate for not picking energy. So we're going to do that. Let's see. Hard Purge. I still have space to play a Shield Steward. Get rid of the Spear Steward, though. Events. Looks like we got probably boxes. Yeah, okay. This time I think I am taking Large Mystery Box. Large Mystery Box is better when I have more energy, but I do have a lot of card draw from these stings, which offsets the deck bloat that it naturally creates. Speaking of which, we've also got this kind of offset, so I think we can safely take it. Sentient. Animus, probably. Yes, I'll do Sentient with Animus. For the Kale fight, I have to do Sentient with Plague Doctor, so the Plague Doctor explodes everything. Let's do this upstairs. Yep, got plenty of spare room. I do have units to Channel Song in. It's either a Twisted Assistant or a Shard Channeler. It's strong in both cases, so I'll go for it. I'm just gonna put this guy front of the line for a bit. He can soak up all this stupid corruption. It's definitely difficult to play my Calcified Embers, except for the fact that I have a Quatt's Reservation, and that does allow me to just cheat one out per fight. Sting, Mind Grasp. I am losing out on some Cultivates because I'm blocking, but it's fine. I think I'm gonna mix up a blue mix, just to have it in case. Now, Twisted Back on Animus probably wins encounter. It's kind of the way things work at this point. Sentient's gonna start getting corrupted, and I don't have, like, a contingency for that. It's gonna happen. And we're gonna hope it's not bad enough to make me lose. Free extra Wildwood Custodian is neat. I want to be focusing my heals here. I want to get a different potion ready. I'd rather be on green. Oh, the Shard Channeler is going to eat my Cultivates if he's on the same floor. I should have put him on the top row. That is a good lesson to be aware of. I guess the Sentient has cultivated itself enough for this to work. And I'll just give him a Resto Ditto. And the boss is already dead. Before I even, like, sting his lackeys. Yeah. The thing that's carrying me is actually twisted back here. It's busted with triple strike. I'll take an engraft because I didn't take energy, so awake is harder to play. Brain transfer's kind of interesting. Because we get free units sometimes out of the big box, and this is a good way of utilizing those units. Is it ever Horrify? We've got Savagery. Maybe we need Horrify to lock down Savagery. Because Brain Transfer's like a win more card. I think Horrify is the game changer. Let's see, do we need an Unstable Vortex? I mean, I have junk, but I have places to put the junk, so it's not that big a deal. So the question is Merchant of Steel versus Trinkets. My Merchant of Steel offerings are okay, but they're not that important. My biggest hit is Multi-Strike on Plague Doctor, but that's kind of my only hit. I have no hit for Eternal. Oh, I could get Titan Skin on Thorned Hollow. That's a big one. Dualism on Thorned Hollow is just okay. Dualism on Plague Doctor is pretty great because he does double unstable. So I have hits for Dualism and for Titanite and Multi-Strike. The other buffs that are available on the bottom row are Quick, which I'm not very good at. Like I don't care if it shows up. It's not good enough. That should be it. If I only have one miss, it means I can... Oh, and Eternal. Eternal's a miss. So if I have 2 misses, then if I reroll, I'm guaranteed to get something I want. Or I can get 2 artifacts. I don't need the Vortex, and the Empyrean Well I think is not very tempting to me. So I don't have singular upgraded cards that are good enough to enjoy the Well. I mean, I could throw down a spare Animus of Will in the top lane, and it's effective. This is like 90 damage with no work. That's a good duplicate. That's a good duplicate. And I have the space for it in the top lane. What's my deployment energy like? Got 1 on the Thorned Hollow, 2, 3, this is luxury, 4, this is like 5 as a luxury. I have a Herzl's Horde. I have Artificial Pyrestone. Herzl's Horde is the same mechanic. So I've got 7 deployment energy, which means I can easily duplicate that card and have a good time with it. And we hit Multi-Strike and the Dualism. Do that. I think I want to Multi-Strike the Plague Doctor. And I think we Dualism and bonus health the Thorned Hollow. And then I think we move on, because we don't have a good reanimate unit. Then I duplicate the Animus of Will, because having a bunch of Animi of Will is pretty great. As a large stone unit, this is like an insanely good unit. So then I remove a Shield Steward. And I probably remove one of these restores or secret ingredients. I'm going to remove a restore. Although theoretically restore does more than a single green infusion. I think I can afford to do this. Which I almost never do, because I hate taking this early corruption and like dealing with that for the whole fight. But I just think we're pretty safe. Mostly because I don't care what happens to this meat hook. And I think the Thorned Hollow is actually just good to take the damage. Do we have a full run of kills here? Yeah, we do. And I can get one of my Twisted Backs in. This is kind of a lot. It is what it is. Shard Channeler comes in. I'm gonna lock you in place because it's funny. We're losing the meat hook. That's very fine by me. I'm certain he's dying to corruption. The rest of this is all fine. Yeah, I'll take the 1 damage. Yeah, so naturally the big pressure we're taking is here on the Thorned Hollow. But this is fine so far. We get the Twisted back out. I want to get another Twisted Assistant out. That doesn't interrupt the kill there. This is probably the Aquath's turn, so I can Focused Growth. How are we looking down here? I mean, it is what it is, right? These Malevolent Hunters go up top, but they get killed by the Animus of Will next turn. That's fine. I'm going to be gamer posture for a little bit. Everybody can just cope with it. One shot to find blue concoction. Hell yeah. Awesome. I get money. So basically with this board, as long as I get the Twisted back early, I'm not likely to lose. I definitely need energy after Kale, because there are a lot of cases where I'm not comfortable playing out my hand. And with the big box, we really do want more energy. Looks like we're pretty comfortably cleaning up right now. This just gets me an extra card. Put the heals on you. It does have 72 spikes that count for double. It's pretty exciting. Kuoto is dead. We got him. Horrified just to say I did it. Evening, Frixum. It's been a weird day of runs. I picked up some Titan kills in some offline runs earlier today, but since I booted up, I keep killing Seraph and not the Titans. I don't really want to add 3 more Sting spells. I already have a lot of Sting spells. I think Ensnare is probably really useful. Organ Harvester. Organ Harvester, you say? I'm going to put Organ Harvester on the Spiky Boy, and he is going to live forever. I think we're going Merchant of Magic here. Merchant of Arms, when I already just got the Organ Harvester, is a lot less exciting than it would be. Awoken Laz. Yeah, so we've got the Sentient. So they buffed this version of the Sentient. This Sentient used to just be a brick of HP that said draw back in Monster Train 1. But they added this Revenge Cultivate 3, which is every time it gets hit, it checks for the lowest HP ally in that train car and gives them +3/+3. And then I've got these like large stoned Animus of Will, which you'll see have really nice stats. So I sit an Animus of Will behind the Sentient, and then I get one of my Twisted Assistants to die, and I give a Twisted back to the Animus of Will, which then has like multi-strike, trample, strike for rage, and that pretty much wins. And we also technically have some other things. I'm gonna run over here. I don't think I can actually play that Bloodthirsty Blade. That breaks my heart that I do not have a way of playing that. Something that's funny, I don't know if this Stoic Plate Mail stops the effective Shard Channeler. I'm going to assume that it does. This disables triggers and abilities. I'm assuming that the Shard Channeler's effect is an ability. Let me see. I think I don't want to take Glass Cannon because we have a bunch of sweep units coming in under Savagery Seraph. So the what I'm looking out for right now, I think, is like Holdover Horrify. I'm gonna roll for it. Found it. I think that Savagery Seraph should not be allowed to attack. He's kind of a jerk. Then I'm gonna probably Spell Chain one of my Steel Enhancers, because that always feels good. Only technically? Yes, I only technically have other cars. They really don't matter. I mean, one of the cars is kind of cool. It's got, like, a Plague Doctor. This run, I actually have to play the Plague Doctor bottom car. So he kills, the Cherub thingies. But generally, I'm running the Plague Doctor second car. And we've got a token meat hook, like you do sometimes. So you can do this. Hiya! Alright, you're gonna harvest me some organs. Engraft. Restore. I need to start by Steel Enhancing here. It might be a couple rounds before we are secure. I might want to root a target. Didn't find it. Melee weakness is kind of funny here. Yeah, melee weakness sets him up to take so much unstable he's gonna die. Okay, I think it might be cool if the boss never attacked again. We're gonna give that a shot. I think that's very fair and super fun. I'm gonna hold one of these guys hostage. Probably you, because you're a giant health brick that's really hard to kill. If I don't hold you hostage. And I guess I'm gonna play some other cards. Those look like some cards. I need more energy. Okay, Twisted Back. Now we're hilariously exploding everything forever. You don't get to attack. Let's see. Shard Channeler makes those spikes worth double. That's really funny. And we're in a pretty good position, so I'm just going to focus on not taking damage. This turn, we can lock you down with Hook Hand, which means we get to Horrify somewhere else if we want to. I don't think we need to Horrify for the rest of the fight, because we're really safe right now. Just do this. Enhance. Restore. And we let that go. Then we put a Twisted Back on you. I see that we found a random reanimation lab. That's cute. Sting, sting, sting. Cool. We're getting a 1 free sting per turn from Thornfruit, and it just puts our card draw up to the stupid. So now we draw 10 cards per turn. It does mean over the course of a fight we get like 5 stings that clutter our deck. Okay, the Sentient is actually being killed here. That's a little uncool. I don't know if it matters or if I care. And graph there. Now the Sentient's okay. Everybody's going to explode. This gets me a card draw, so I'll just play it because Grab a green infusion. Sting. I really do not have the energy to play these hands. It's very funny when these guys start attacking into the sentient, and the sentient cultivates itself. We appear to have won the fight. Oh look, you got unstable 1000. That's bad for your health. Okay, we could take an electricity chamber. That's really funny on our second floor. That's really funny on our second floor, isn't it? Yeah, it's pretty goddamn funny. Tome of Horrors isn't terrible either, but we're not really playing into Tome of Horrors, and it is pretty expensive to play. I think I'm going here just to check for events. Yeah, I think most of the rest of this doesn't make me very powerful. We're going Cultivate 4, because it's funny. I mean, it's not because it's funny, but it is funny. Against Savagery, I don't think I need or want a Zone of Silence. I think I want my Electricity Chamber to be deployable. It's a little bit more important than a deployable Organ Harvester, I think. Do I maybe have like a cool equipment merger option? Maybe. Yeah, I think I'm really comfortable with adding a meat shield into the mix with this Organ Harvester. Do we want a boiler room? Boiler room's really good. I'm gonna add a boiler room. I'm lamenting my lack of energy in a lot of cases, so this should probably help. Oh boy. Well, I'm getting this before I got a Titan skin option, and without a Titan skin option, but I'm pretty sure I put this on this guy. This keeps happening. Like, I've gotten this Titan skin upgrade, I think, twice today. Maybe 3 times. Although the other 2 times I got it today, it was on a unit that already had the other upgrade, and he was super cracked and just won. I think I can actually take this. So Spike 6, 200 health. 200 health means 7 attacks from either of these guys, so 7 times 6 is 42. They survive. That means this is playable. It might make it a little difficult for me to clear certain enemies, so we'll have to just cross that bridge when we get to it. Theoretically, I could put this Animus on one of these other floors too, but I like having a utility of being able to put blockers in front of my guys in a couple cases. There's a couple times where that can be important. Okay, I don't care what happens to the meat hook. This is what it is. We probably focus growth here, and then we start steel enhancing. Looks like my units have been silenced. That's not cool. I'm gonna drop the calcified ember. I'm not gonna play that Sanguine Assistant. Unfortunately, I think this silences out the strike mechanic from the Plague Doctor, but it doesn't stop me from getting the spikes benefits here. So that floor gets cleared. That's probably the only floor that I actually have to worry about this fight. This is also getting cleared. I don't have this. I don't have mechanical benefits from that. I don't want to play into that. I guess we do this just for the health. I'm not playing Horrify here, I don't need to. It was like the only time in recent memory that I've actually, like, taken the Penitent statues and not immediately died. Shard Channeler out. I don't want to play into Incants. Got a random Sting. I could Restoring Retreat if I wanted to stack this Animus on this floor. I don't see a reason to do that. Preserve health total. Killing everything but the Avowed Gladiator. It's pretty fine. I don't think I need to ensnare him here. We should be killing explosively on this floor, right? We're not. Plague Doctor's attack is a little too low. I have not gotten them proper equipment yet. Let's see. I don't have a means of killing my own Twisted Assistant, right? If I get double Blue Mix, I can. Okay, it's not happening here. Fucking Deafening Heralds. These guys are so annoying. I still have my strike mechanic here. I think I probably Potion Kit him, even though I'm probably going to overwrite it next turn. There's a Blue Brew. Getting my Cultivate silenced is a bummer. I think I have to equip the Twisted back up here, and now we get the kills. Days to preserve my guy. There are so many units this fight that just, like, hose mechanics wholesale. I can play spells freely this floor. It's just that my units are silenced. Sure. Do I have a meaningful Vampire's Tooth? It's not bad here. Slight damage gain. And, you know, he lifesteals up, which is kind of nice. Alright, lifesteal's not really what I want there, but whatever. Take a green mix. Okay, I think we're not doing anything to the boss on the first floor, but I think the second floor is going to mess him up. Am I killing the Prayer Stone? I'm not currently killing the Prayer Stone. That's not what I like to see. Silencing me out of more of my goddamn triggers. I could Restoring Retreat this guy to get my triggers, actually. I'm gonna do that. Being silenced really sucks. Do I need to stop that because the Deafening Herald makes this too hard to kill? No, it's fine. It'll be fine. Got 8 reanimates on this Thorned Hollow, and he gets more spikes every time he reanimates. I think he's fine. Yeah, so she's gonna get more armor on her way up, and on this floor she dies. The rest of this is me just kind of taking out my frustration from not being able to play cards. There's so much of this fight. I could have horrified the prayer stone, that's true. I think. It's immobile, which I know means you can't descend it. I think you can retreat it? I'd have to double check, actually, on the text for immobile. Okay, Pyre Grow's very helpful. Risky Op is really nice. I'm gonna take Risky Op. This really helps my scaling. We're definitely going hard on the Merchant of Trinkets. Do we have Merchant of Steel plays here? Because I think our Thorn Hollow's full up. We're on Savagery Seraph. I might upgrade the Meat Hook. I don't need the health. I don't think I need the card removes either. It's almost certainly just Trinket City. Oh yeah, look, we found this. This is also great. This is pretty cool. Yeah, this is good, this is good. This does literally nothing. I found the Titanite too late in the run, but I think I'm going to large stone the Meat Hook. Because I should have more than enough space on the top floor for a large boy. He's just hanging out there with an Animus of Will, and I have the Heaven's Light. I can Titanite him too. That makes him a proper tank. This run, I think we're kind of a shoo-in. I might duplicate the merged equipment, and I think I'm duplicating the merged equipment just for raw consistency. Technically speaking, the second copy of the merged equipment goes onto the Sentient, probably. I don't have a way of getting spikes onto the Sentient, do I? Only through pseudoscience or through secret ingredients, but it's probably a nice little side quest for these fights. Okay. Once we draw Horrify, we Horrify Savagery Seraph permanently. Is the bottom floor an Animus of Will or a Plague Doctor? I think it's probably a Plague Doctor. You do not hit me. I can't risky op against these guys because they sweep. It's Alive comes with an advance. I can risky op here for free damage. So we probably do that to start the scaling. I definitely want to play that. Do I have... Okay, I don't have any clutter in my deck. Let's see. Let me go for a big red infusion. Actually, okay, no. Even if I find Damage Shield, I can't Damage Shield the Plague Doctor into surviving this under It's Alive. Well, actually, It's Alive moves it forward. So I don't want to do that in any case. I think we just want to find a bunch of Rage. Yeah. So with this, we apply a lot more Unstable. I'm still worried about these, flying dorks. How are we doing here? Looks like we're doing a good job here. Merge that. He dies on spikes, and he starts feeding me. Start the scaling. snare you. This is a lot of damage, but the Sentient gets Crown of the Eternal back up. I'm gonna need to find lifesteal for the Plague Doctor pretty soon, but that's pretty doable. And from here, our boiler room starts to go crazy. Ooh, a free Edge Prior? That's pretty cool. I don't want to eat up my Cultivates, though, so I don't think I can play it here. I'll put him back here. No. I need to get my Twisted Assistants out and dead. Both of them. Need them gone. I think I'm gonna go for Restore here. So I need to make sure these guys aren't dying. I'm missing my Shard Channeler for this go around, but I think it's okay. We can deal with this Amalgam up top, it's fine. Let's see. Yeah, we'll play it like this. There's our Horrify. You don't get to attack ever again. I'm not going to allow you to attack either. Twisted Back number 1. Twisted Back number 2. These guys will now stack Rage. Gonna snare you. Play the Pyregrow. So I'm only drawing 5 cards next turn. Only drawing 5 cards. We're slumming it, for real. This is the strongest run I've had all stream. Easily. I think this is probably the strongest Sentient variant. Of course, the fact that I keep pulling Crowd of the Eternal definitely helps. Horrify you. This is all working out. We deal with this. I throw in some stings. Pump. Potion Kit can go here. I already have both of my Twisted Backs out. I'm not getting a third, so yeah, that's fine. Brew Green. Yeah, Crown on Sentient is super dumb. He's the single best holder of this artifact. Like, bar none. Nobody gets this much health. There's like a revenge version of Soul Guard that gets like 2/3 as much health as this guy. Yeah, we're pretty fine down here. Enhance. There's our Shard Channeler, so the spikes now counts for double. I'm gonna stop Horrifying Seraph because I want him to attack into spikes. Which is some shit I did not see coming in terms of how I imagined this fight would go. I think like, oh yeah, I'm gonna Horrify lock Seraph and that's how I'm gonna win the run. No, you don't have to do it. You don't have to do it. It actually becomes suboptimal. I don't even know if I Horrify him here, because the Meat Hook can take the hit and get rid of his melee weakness. And I think that matters. I'm probably still not playing Edge Prior? I don't think so. Yeah, everything's dealt with. Actually, no. I play Edge Prior just so he can hold this Potion Kit. That is your purpose. Stings. Mix. Show me the red. I just want piles of rage to end the fight faster. Clicking wrong. Just watching all the cultivates tick in, it's very clear like how insane this is. We've got sweeps, so we can't play risky op here. They are actually a kill threat on him here. Let's see. Purple mix. I don't think purple mix solves the problem. Nope, they're dealing just over 100 damage, actually. Oh, wait. It's because this is the last round. Seraph's dying. I'm being silly. I'm being very silly. I'm not looking at the right part of the screen. I'm like, oh, they're killing one of my units. How did this happen? I didn't realize we were on last turn. Derp. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I might not be all there. Maybe my coffee is too stale. Maybe it's because this is my, like, 6th run of the day. I kind of suspect that doing some runs before the stream was gonna wear me down, but it's fine. After this, I'm probably just gonna play, like, some, what's it called? I'll play some Night Rain and just bonk stuff. Y'all want to watch some Night Rain? I might try and see if I can get it to work, on stream. Previously, it has not cooperated very well, so I've not been doing it on stream for that reason. Get our Twisted Assistant out so he can die. Get that done. Sting. Horrify you. Oh, he's immune to daze. Can't move between floor. Ah, immune to rune and entropy is immune to daze. I'm gonna play my focused growth. How is your health full? What did I do? I don't even track what I did to get his health maxed out. Oh, I equipped him. Surgeon Suture. Yeah, okay. That's totally fair. I'm playing that for the +2 card draw. Twisted back. Equipped. Pyrogrow. This entire row is dying. If I hold Savagery back, he's gonna sync up with another row of guys that I probably don't want him to. Nah, forget it. Oh, we can't root him anyway? He's immune to root. That's right, you can descend Savagery, but you can't root him. Forgetting the rules. Throw that out. Potion Kit U is fine. We horrifying? I think he still gives me Pyre Light even if he's dazed. He does not give me Pyre Lights if he's dazed. I couldn't remember if it was Daze, Silence, or both that shut off that mechanic. Turns out it's both. Oh, hey. Combustion Suit? That's pretty good. Yeah, let's brew, and then I'm gonna ditch this for a Combustion Suit. It's pretty good. I'm gonna keep a nice concoction stocked for the Sentient, because they will get overwhelmed at some point. Twisted back. That. Graft, Resto Detto, Pyre Light. Do like spikes. Reanimate too. Let's probably keep stockpiling. There's no use in doing something over here. Maybe we need to... Maybe we want to help the meat hook in a moment. Let's see. A lot of Curses of Entropy. I'm not sure if it's correct to play those or not, but I'm going to go for it. Play the Pyre Light. Do this, do this. He has not gotten any slays yet because everything's dying on the first floor. I don't know that I necessarily want to build up sap, but I guess if this is showing up, we'll just do it here. See. I can't really risky op here because we're taking just a little damage. Let me do that. Now I can risky op, actually. So we will. We're in danger of losing the Thorn Hollow. Do I replicate array anybody here? That's a real question. I don't think I do, because I think the Twisted Back is actually just too valuable. Like, trampling Apply Unstable to everybody is honestly gross. It's just gross. I'm going to Spike of the Banished here to see if we can preserve him better. This will mitigate a lot of his corruption. Not all of it, but a lot of it. How are we doing down here? Okay, we're still not really killing. Razor Sharp you. I would like to find some reanimates for our boy. There we go. We're holding on here, but on the next rotation, I think Savagery kills. But if it takes us longer than turn 10, we just didn't have it, pretty much. Yeah, we're losing the meat hook. That was gonna happen. I could have retreated the meat hook with my own Horrify. I think at that point he was still gonna die because of the corruption. Alright, that's clear. In danger of losing this guy. We cannot risky op him. We're losing him through 2 reanimate stacks. That's a bummer. Let me see. Yeah, it is what it is. I don't think I have a way out of that. I play this for the card draw. This guy is restoring health, but I can't risky op him because he is getting swept. How bad is the margin? Can I, like, fight against it with an Enfeebling Infusion? I'm gonna try. It's not enough. We're getting damage into the Animus of Will. We're getting trampled through. Okay, so we've got some problems. This Animus is also going down. There's almost no chance I can reanimate through this. We're pretty much dependent on our bottom card then to, like, be able to finish this up. Our bottom card is pretty strong. This guy sucks. Firelight. gonna be looking for reds so that I can find, what's it called? Damage shields and rage. How on earth does the Chosen Herald, like, stealth just says not a target in combat. How is he not oh, because he's silencing, so I don't get the unstable. I just get the raw damage. Animus of Will still doesn't kill him because he's got stealth, so he's not a combat target. Let's see. We're still alive on this rendition. That helps me get a little bit more damage through. That still gets unstable on the Herald. I mean, the Herald's probably gonna get all the way up here, but it doesn't matter. I want this to be more than Rage 4. Okay, it's just a question of savagery. Entropy is under its unstable threshold, and it's, like, almost dead. 33x4 is a lot. Damage shield 1. That's not reanimate. There are so many cases where it just needs to be reanimate, and if it's not, you just have to cry. That gets me the spikes to trigger one more time. It's another 20 damage. The rest of this doesn't really matter, does it? Alright, I think we're in a place where we're like trying to kill Savagery with goddamn spikes, or we're trying to kill him when he gets back down here again. But he's the last target. We have a lot of pyre health, and these waves are not getting through our first floor. All right, this bro got rooted in the top floor, so he's actually gonna blow up. 1,000 unstable finally got to you, you jerk. End the turn. All right, we got there. Okay, that is run number 42 in the books. Coolio. Oh, was that a win streak 5? Oh, that's true. We've actually, we've been killing Seraph almost every time, so it is actually win streak 5.